One of my favorite questions, and something I care deeply about, I think deeply about. So the question is, how do you balance family and business? And the traditional views, again, stereotyping to some degree, is that is either a balance question or it is a trade-off question. And for most people, it is, if you're going to be an entrepreneur and be very successful, and successful is a relative thing. So I always talk about scale businesses. To me, scale business is 8 figures, 8-figure revenue, 8-figure value. So if it's 10 million and up, in my mind, you're starting to talk about scale. Some people would say that's a gnat of a company. To me, that's a scale business. So most people think if you want to scale a business or going to have a scale business or run a scale business, you're probably working 7 days a week and sleeping on the floor in your office, and you probably are going to get divorced, and your kids are going to hate you and all those things. And that sadly does happen to people. I made a decision after I sold my second company. It was kind of an epiphany moment for me. I sold my company. A month later, my first daughter was born, and I just made an outright decision that I was not going to have that trade-off. And it was going to be, I'm going to not give up on my interest in scaling companies and building big businesses, and I'm going to miss nothing from my family. And knock on wood, my daughter's going to be 17 next week, and I've never missed a Donuts for Dads or coffee at school or carving the pumpkin. And the reason is I literally design businesses with that in mind. I have to design what I call life wealth. Like, I want time. I want time with my family. I want time with my kids. I want to travel. And so I don't think of it personally. I don't like the word balance. I like the word fusion. It's one of the things I think about, which is I kind of work 7 days a week and I spend time with my family 7 days a week. That's what works for me. I design around that. So when I travel, my kids may go with me. When I sit on the back porch on Sunday, I may be sitting there, but I'm working. So to me, fusion is one of the ways I've done it. But it is being very, very intentional. It's probably the number one thing I spend time with entrepreneurs where I'm kind of helping them build their business now, is taking the time to design your business so that you can have life wealth. And if you're not intentional about it, your business runs you. So